Really, I mean, there are some I know what you're saying. We have.
Or however frequency you wanted it, and then fly with us around the
We as an industry are in the most challenging times that we've ever faced on many different fronts. Starting at the farm level with the challenges, as Dr. Payne mentioned, different pests and diseases that are introduced in this country almost on a daily basis. We as growers, unfortunately, the ones that have to combat these pests and diseases and rely on IFAS to be able to help us come up with crop protection tools and different techniques, variety changes to combat different viruses and diseases. So that is obviously a major obstacle as growers, because with those challenges it all adds cost into everything that we're doing. And I don't care what input costs you want to talk about or consider. Every one of our input costs have gone up and gone up significantly.
We continue to do, from a standpoint, growing in a responsible manner. But the challenge is making sure that consumers are seeing that. That's a big part of what we have to do every day. So a lot of the typical growing procedures or activities that you think of farmers, we come in early, you're planting your crop, you're growing your crop, you're using integrated pest management to control either disease or insects. All these responsible issues, we do them all the time, and it's a part of the business. But we want to be sure that, and we have to, that consumers and our buyers are seeing that that's what we do. We do it every day.
You know, there is an equilibrium needing to be reestablished in the vegetable industry in Florida. We periodically go through these changes in time where you have to just readjust your acreage or readjust your selling techniques. The local food, from a standpoint of a producer, in our position is not a bad thing, because we don't have local Mexican growers. So if the public launches into some of this and we're able to piggyback on their warm and fuzzy feeling about having a local farmer growing their product, that we see that could be a marketing opportunity, into the future, where you, as the border, we know as a country we have to do something about the border. We've got too many influxes of as Chuck pointed out, of drugs, of people, of aliens coming in here and working. So there's going to be some type of change in the future that's going to restrict that border access. By allowing us to piggyback on local producers and the Florida farmers, the California farmers, the Eastern Shore farmers, and we'll have an asset that we can use to say, yeah, we're locally grown. We're locally grown, we employ Americans, we're working people that are in your neighborhood. And so we do see that as an opportunity.
On the local issue of providing local food for sourcing food locally is a little bit unrealistic for many places in the country. Obviously, we can do it somewhat year-round here in Florida, but I think it's kind of a feel-good thing that is going to have pretty limited usefulness as far as us being able to capitalize on it and our companies actually prosper. As far as the organic thing, I think it's a great concept. I just don't think our state is very organic, grower friendly with the high humidity levels we have and being that we have to spray all the time, unlike some areas such as California that can do it much easier. So from a realistic point of view, I'm not real optimistic on those ideas being extremely helpful to our Florida industry.
Have a controlled climate, then maybe you should grow closer to your supplier, your markets. So maybe Georgia, North Florida, maybe, but this far south, you have fuel costs to get the product to your consumers, and you should grow closer to them.
Like items, like grape tomatoes, that may be able to command a premium because it's locally grown, will be drastically affected as it is right now with the cheap standard grape tomato market. Grape tomato market right now is $4 to $5 on a pint if you can sell them. Most of them are being consigned. That will have a dramatic impact. Just as Mexican Roma tomatoes have had a dramatic impact on Florida Roma tomatoes, such that, in fact, one of the largest growers in Pacific tomato growers was the largest producer of Roma tomatoes in the United States at one time. They don't grow any Roma tomatoes anymore because they can't make money. And you're seeing a trend in our company and other companies that are getting out of it because of overproduction. At the end of the day, it's all about profitability, and the profitability comes with supply.
The other side, and I'll say the other side, the government that's coming in and interfering with our ability to be profitable at times, and the environmentalists that are stepping in and concerned with the environment, that's their job. Their job is to put that pressure on us. So we likewise have to push back with the same intensity, and it's hard to keep that focus as a producer, but it's something we're going to have to do as an industry. We've got to step up and every chance we get to state our case, and that we are good stewards of the land, and we do care about our workers, and we provide a safe food supply.
I plead with IFAS more applied research. We need research that is going to provide us with immediate answers for immediate problems. There may not be much of a vegetable industry in 10 years. I don't really care about research that may affect us that will take 10 years. We need to do more applied research.
We have to work together. IFAS, FFVA, these organizations together, we have to continue to push that positive light on the industry, and it's going to take that strong effort, continued strong effort to help all of us survive.
So communication, we have got to be clear on our message, both at IFAS and Extension, in addressing all of our needs.
It's a system that we just started using since last year here that we named soilless trench system. That is just pure pine bark. That is there. You see the tomatoes growing back there. Those tomatoes have been planted there for 6 weeks at this point. This is the third season in a row that we've been planting on pine bark. We're using this for tomatoes, peppers, strawberries, and any other crop that you can dream on. This is a system that we think that we have a niche for some small growers and other people who decide to go into this. I'm not saying that it's a salvation for the tomato industry, but at least we are doing our part and trying to figure out the way we can do this